Hello everyone, I'm with Stuart here
Hello.
in London, Leicester Square. Would you
Hello.
like to say something now?
Yeah, just like to say about this homeless situation is like a lot more can be done from the homeless perspective. There is vacant premises in the West End and on the outskirts of London, whatever, and like you can use them bases to put homeless people in, and you can solve a lot of problems. Because with homelessness comes drug use, yeah, and that's where the problem starts, because they start having to fund their habits, yeah, and so the economy, all the companies and that, they start getting affected, you know, because they're robbing them, and then people could be losing their jobs, yeah, because they're losing so much stock and that, so they can't be able to pay their wages. So I think a lot more should be, people should sit down and take into account of the homeless situation.
What do you think the higher up and the elite rich can do about the homelessness?
They can put more funding in. They can put a lot more money into funding places for the homeless people. It just seems to be like, you come into this country, if you're a foreign national from Eastern Europe or wherever, you seem to be getting housed much quicker than people that are British. In my country now, I feel like a second-rate citizen, yeah, and I served my country for 22 years, yeah, I give my fucking life for this country for 22 years, for me to be sitting out on the street begging.
You was in the army, guys, for 22 years.
Yeah, 22 years. I've done a tour of Northern Ireland, twice in Afghanistan, yeah, and I went out just on the border between Turkey and Syria, yeah, but not on thingy, it was just an exercise, yeah, but I was still there. And you could feel the resentment from the people in that country. They didn't want us there. And like, where I'd been shot and I was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, I was a nervous, paranoid wreck, you know what I mean? And I was drunk a lot of the time that I went on duty, yeah? And it was to the extent that because I was scared, yeah, the alcohol gave me a bit of Dutch courage, if you think I like. You know what I mean? So when I was going out, you know what I mean, I was very nervous. I was a nervous man. I didn't like people around me. I didn't like the crowd. You know, down to the fact that I'd already been shot. And the people, they were just so resentful. You know, we visit places to help try and keep peace, to try and keep order. Yeah, and they're looking at it as if we're there, you know, why are we there? It's not our problem, and it weren't our problem. It's all about money again, money and oil, and, you know, we got no right to be there. Yeah, there's other countries can deal with that, you know what I mean, that problem. Britain always seems to do that. When there's a problem, we like to get involved with people's problems. Now, all that money that was wasted, and it was a waste out in Afghanistan, it was a waste of money, yeah, that could have been pumped into something better, yeah, where people would benefit from that money. The amount of millions and millions and millions and millions, yeah, transportation, food, weapons, normal clothing, you know, like army clothing, everything, yeah. Some of the time we didn't even have proper equipment. Some people, I was lucky I had proper equipment, but I've known people to go out because they were short on flakjacks, you know what I mean? So if they would have got shot, they had no chance of survival. You know what I mean? At least with a bulletproof vest on, you got a chance, you know what I mean? I'm not saying they won't penetrate, because if it's a high velocity rifle or whatever you're getting done with, yeah, no, it will pierce. But if it's just a normal caliber thing that you deal with every day, you've got a chance. It will cause a lot, it still hurt you severely, but at least you've got a good chance of survival. You know what I mean? I've known people not to have proper equipment and all that, you know what I mean? And so we were sent out there, they weren't even prepared to give the army, the people out there serving, proper equipment. Some of the rifles, the SLR-80s that people use, some of them were jamming, some of them didn't work properly, some of them were inaccurate. You know, it was a joke out there, it was a proper joke, and there were so many complaints by not only myself but other soldiers, it was just what's under the tape, you know what I mean? So it's just no, it was a complete and utter joke. But I'll get back to this homeless situation.
Yeah.
I think they like hiding the situation.
A lot.
They think that there is a problem. Yeah, because you know, if I come to this country and I see the state of some, you know, every corner you turn there's homeless people, I think, how can we give millions to another country? Yeah, I've always been told that charity begins at home.
Exactly.
So why isn't it starting at home? Why don't you get rid of your own problems before you deal with other people's problems? You know what I mean? Because this country is getting in such a state. You'll have countries like Africa and all that sending us money, helping us out. You know what I mean? And what we give to them countries, I don't see no changes. I don't see nothing better.
It's all the same.
You know, Afghanistan and that, what is, you know, you try and talk to someone from Afghanistan and say, all that money and that, look, what has changed? There's nothing that's changed. Nothing. You know what I mean? It's just exactly the same. We've gone in, created a lot of mess and like left it. Yeah? And these poor people now are dealing with, they've been homeless, there's thousands of homeless, yeah? Bombings and this and that, what's happened, yeah? And these people, and we've just left a big mess there. You know what I mean? It's like, and it's something we shouldn't have been involved in. You know what I mean? And to come out of 22 years of my life, all I know is an army life. That was my life, army. To come out here, I'm quite fortunate because I know how to survive. A little bit of rain like this, it doesn't mean nothing to me. I've been standing in 3 foot of water for like 4 hours. You know what I mean? Holding a rifle above my head. You know what I mean? On the back of my neck. You know what I mean? So I'm trained to survive out here. I know how to survive, but there's some people out here, it's not only homelessness that they have to deal with. The homelessness comes depression, mental illness, yeah, drug problems, and these are the problems, yeah, alcohol, yeah, addiction, any addiction, yeah, becomes an obsession for them, you know, and they leads to all sorts of problems. And if you look at the homeless people, you show me one that smiles. They've all got that same frown and they're like that. They're resolutely, you know what I mean,
they've got this like dark cloud around
yeah,
their heads.
it's like a rain cloud following you around everywhere. You're trying to get shelter from it, but it's on you all the time. You know what I mean? These poor people, they got to put up with it. You know what I mean? Luckily, I'm in a situation where I won't be doing this in like 10 days, 11 days time or whatever. You know, I'm a lucky one. Yeah, but I feel I deserved a lot better. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Have a lovely day, sir. And I feel that I deserve a lot better than the way I've been treated from the Ministry of Defence. You know, my pension should have been sorted out now. No, I've got to wait up to 6 months for my pension and what I'm entitled to be sorted out. I can't even claim benefits because I'm in a dispute with them. It's classed as a trade dispute. So I'm resorted to having to live off people's donations. Yeah, I don't never ask no one for nothing. If they donate, I say thank you, you know, and I'm grateful for what people can do for me. But this problem has got to be resolved, you know, this homeless situation, because I'm telling you now, a lot of people are suffering out here, physically, mentally. People are scared to go to sleep and getting assaulted, kicked in the head. I've known people be burned, petrol poured over them and set on fire. You know, there's a lot of people scared out in the streets as well, and people don't realise that. When people get intoxicated and they come out of clubs, they think it's fun to go, oh, well, there's an homeless person, let's go kick him in the head and stomp over him and all that, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's just, until people sit down and resolve this situation, it's not going to get better, it's going to get worse. You know, especially around this place. This is a landmark at the West End of London. Everyone from all over the world comes. This is the place they want to see, the West End. Yeah, they come here for the shows, for Chinatown, everything. Yeah, right. And then, what do they see? They got to walk past the homeless people on the street and all that. They've got to see all that. I mean, that's not a good look. It's not a good look. You know what I mean? And it's just, I can't understand it. I just get bewildered sometimes. Sometimes I try to forget, you know, I just try to block it out of my head, but every time I see an homeless person walk past me, or, you know, and I know if they're going one way, I know they're either going to score drugs or go and get a drink, yeah? Because what other reason would a homeless person be walking about? They're usually sitting down. As soon as they get enough money to score, they're off. They go and score, come back, start again, score. I mean, and that's a cycle that is their routine.
That's their lifestyle.
That is their lifestyle.
You can't do nothing about it.
No,
No one's there to
that's
help
it.
them.
No, there should be a lot, because this is their way of suppressing their feelings by blocking it out with drugs and alcohol. They don't want to sit here and go, oh my God, another day out on the street, I'm homeless again. Where am I going to sleep tonight, out in the cold and the rain again? No, they take the drugs to suppress them feelings. But them feelings don't go away, because when the drugs wear off, them feelings come back. Yeah, so they resort to go and get more, yeah, to suppress it. And it's just a vicious circle. It gets an obsession where they've got to, and an addiction. Yeah, and that's you know, it's that sort of, yeah, these problems have got to be sorted out. They've got to be sorted out. Because you'd be saving a lot of people's lives. You know what I mean? It's like, I've talked to a few people. I walked about with one homeless person one night talking about killing themselves. So I made sure I walked around with them all right. You know what I mean? I'm talking to them, giving them support, yeah, and trying to convince them that there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is hope. You know what I mean? When I've done my ESH and the rehab, that's experienced my strength and my hopes. That's what I talked about, my life story, how I ended up there, what my strengths were, and what my hopes were for the future. Yeah. And when I come out of rehab, you know, they did do a lot of work for me. Yeah. They put me in a lot of connections with people who could do something, and they got in touch with the housing. And when the housing realised, yeah, that their army, there's one down in Fulham, yeah, it's like a block of flats for ex-army thing, but the waiting list is massive, and they take priority if they got injuries and that. Me, I'm able-bodied, yeah, right? There's a lot of people who've lost limbs and have got seriously mental problems, yeah, right? So I can cope on the street, I'm all right. But them people, and the waiting list is just unbelievable. So I'd have no chance of getting in there, yeah, no chance whatsoever. So I've got to resort to now getting help from the council, which they've been amazing, I must admit. I've got to take my hat off from. Them people usually say they're useless, but I mean, I waited 7 weeks to get a council flat. People have been waiting years to get accommodated.
Then they don't.
Hey?
Sure, some people don't know.
Yeah, and do you know what I mean? I've been lucky, but they knew my situation. Yeah, and I feel that I deserved something for what
Everyone deserves basic needs.
Yeah, because we're all equal.
We're all equal.
You know, we might come in different fucking ships, but we end up in the same boat. You know what I mean?
All that in the soil.
Yeah, it's like, you know, so at the end of the day, yeah, everyone does deserve a chance. And I reckon if you give some of these homeless people a chance, yeah, some of them would turn their lives around.
Definitely.
You know, some of them would. Maybe some of them maybe don't want to, or they're not ready to. Okay, right, but if you've been offered that chance, you've got to grasp it. When you get that opportunity,
once
you
it goes,
grasp it.
Right.
Because because if you get accommodated and you lose your property, yeah, down to you not paying your rent, yeah, if you make yourself intentionally homeless, whether it's antisocial, taking drugs in there, or not paying your rent, listen, that's your chance gone, because there's thousands and thousands of people who are dying to get into a council flat. People would chop their right arm off to get into a place, and having to get a roof over their head. You know what I mean?
No still for money a house.
The block I'm moving into, right next door to me, is a hostel. And from the window, when I was viewing from my window, when I went to view the place, there's like a mother with 4 children in like a box room. Now, how could you live and that? I mean, that must, the mother must be going mental. You've
Crazy.
got 4 young
Four
kids
kids.
running around.
She's one single
and
mother.
right, you know what I mean? And like, and it's like, but I don't know their situation. Everyone's situation is different, you know what I mean? But yeah, I was graced, you know what I mean, with so much, like 7 weeks. Even the people said to me, how did you manage that? I don't know. Maybe it was just the people that he was speaking on my behalf and talking to the right people. Because it's not about what you know, it's who you know nowadays.
The links.
If you've got the links, yeah,
the links,
right?
then yeah.
Yeah, boom, 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 yeah, right. You're in there. You can, if you know people at the top, you can graft your way and say, listen, I need a little favour, yeah, boom, and you're in there. You know what I mean? So,
That's it.
yeah.
Thank
Nice
you.
one.
Thank
Nice
you.
one. No problem.